Okay, so there is a bit of lag going on here.
Oh, yeah.
We can hear our other intro going on, and anyways, guys, thanks for coming along. It looks like we have one viewer, but it might just be us. I'm not even entirely sure.
It probably is just us,
So, anyways, so today is October 28th, and we are going to talk about a couple of different things today. What is this? Capture top moments. Great. Yeah, let's not create a highlight video right now. Thank you, YouTube. So Allie and I wanted to come out today and do a little bit of a live and get you guys to jump in on the conversation. So if you jump in the live chat, go ahead and do that and just, hit us up.
Yeah.
But right now, there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. I know that you had a couple of things you wanted to bring up, right?
I did?
Yeah, about the question that you were trying to figure out.
Yeah. You want me to do that now?
Yeah, actually, if you want to talk a little bit about that, we'll go ahead and visit that.
We were having a conversation, I think, and I had brought up, like, if you knew that you were gonna die, if you knew the time and the date and everything exactly, would you live your life differently? Would you live your life the same? And also, would you keep doing what you're doing?
So, I think that, of course, if you knew when you were going to die, I would think that, yeah, of course you would change your life. You would try to live it to the fullest. You know what I mean? But then again, if you knew how you were going to die, you might try to avoid how you're going to die. And in fact, actually caused yourself to die.
But would you, if you knew, like, I feel like if I knew, like, I might have anxiety leading up, like, knowing that it's gonna happen on this specific date, on that specific time. I don't know, I mean, maybe I would live a little bit different, but I feel like I'd have so much anxiety and be so, like, a wreck.
Yeah. That definitely, I could definitely see that happening, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know.
I get a little bit, in my head sometimes about, about death, and if I knew how I was going to die, how I would try to stop it or change it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only way, I think, to stop it or change it is to try to avoid yourself from being killed, but that could also result in your death in that same way, just in a different way than you thought was going to happen.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, we're talking about death, and this is, Peep Squeaker's making an appearance. On the bed.
Somewhere over here. Oh,
hi,
over there.
Squeaks.
Over there.
Aw. If you guys are watching, everyone say hi, Squeakers, because she loves it. She's so cute. We're talking about death, and Halloween is in what, 3 days?
Yeah.
Not really how we start off our podcast usually, talking about death in this sense. But I'm curious to know how anyone else would respond to that. If you're watching, or it's just us and a bunch of
right. If there's anybody
nothing.
If there's anybody in chat right now who want to give us hey, what's up? Like, let us know you're here.
Can someone please let us know you're watching, so
right,
we're not thinking we're doing this
working.
for nothing.
Anyways, so yeah, I think of course I would try to live my life to the fullest. Whatever.
That was loud.
It is what it is. I think I would try to live my life to the fullest. But then again, if I knew how I was going to die, I would probably don't lean against that because it's actually pushing the mic. I would try
we're so lagged. Like, I'm watching you talk, and then absolutely. The action that they're seeing is so opposite.
Right. So for our first live setup here, we got the mic going, we got the camera going.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what I'm using, it's actually a Canon EOS. I think it's an M5. And it is the biggest piece of crap I've ever paid that much money for in my life. Meanwhile, this one got an iPhone, 11 Pro Max?
Mm-hmm.
And the camera on it is amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And
Maybe we should, if we do ever do this again, maybe we should use my iPhone camera.
I would love to try to do that.
Battery might last a lot longer.
I think trying to do it in a way that, well, because the iPhone, I don't know if it has a webcam mode, and unfortunately, because I don't have that many subscribers, so guys, subscribe. When you get a certain amount of subscribers, you can go live on your cellular phone or...
Well, no, I'm not saying... I mean, there has to be a way you
devices.
can hook it up to the computer.
I'm hoping that there is, but I mean...
We'll have to research that.
Yeah, Apple is very proprietary, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually don't do that.
We'll have to research that.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Also, with it being, almost Halloween, I did want to talk about an article that I saw about... Oh, my screen's getting a little bright here.
Yeah.
So...
What is that?
I have no idea. I think
Oh,
somebody's...
it's outside. Oh my gosh.
You want to do me a favor and, close that window?
I'm not going to be able to.
So you basically all hear it here first. Right now, our neighbors
Oh my god.
are getting their hedges trimmed and whatnot. This is extremely bright. I noticed there's a lot of pixelation in the camera here, especially over here where it's darker in the screen.
Yeah.
But
sorry, we have 3 screens going.
Yeah,
so I'm
unfortunately, the lighting in here it's very bright. I had to turn it down a little bit so we weren't so washed out. As you can see, I might be a little washed out right now because of the computer screen, and I didn't turn it down, the dimness on it or whatever. But we're going to jump over real quick to an article I saw about the full moon on Halloween. So...
Oh my gosh.
You know what? You want to go ahead and shut that?
I'm going to try, but I don't know if I can because my hand...
Just go ahead and push it down to shut them up.
Right, well,
we have
it's
to
not...
do construction while we're in the middle of trying to do our first vlog ever.
It's not going to do anything, so...
Right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, guys. It's ridiculous. I'm just going to sit here and vape and talk a little bit about how on the Halloween we're going to have a rare full moon. And when you hear the term once in a blue moon, it's actually, looks like it says it happens every 2.5 to 3 years. So I guess that's how long once in a blue moon is.
You're still going to hear it.
Right, yeah, unfortunately, no matter what we do, it's still going to be ridiculously loud. Where's your headset? So, yeah, it looks like the event hasn't happened since 1944, which is kind of cool.
See, now I can't get back to where I was.
Well, and you're stepping on my headphones.
Well.
Never mind. So, let's see. I thought that was pretty cool. That we're going to have a blue moon on Halloween. I think that's really neat. I have never seen a blue moon before. I've heard the term blue moon all the time, once in a blue moon.
They can't see it.
I know, I took it off. So anyways, I thought that was kind of cool.
Stop, Squeaks.
I'm going to kill her. I really am.
Squeaky, stop it. Don't you do that. Stop, Squeaks.
Distractor. So anyways, when we, talk about the blue moon, I don't really know exactly what that means in terms of the, what it looks like. I've never seen a blue moon before. Have you ever seen? I've never seen video of a blue moon. I've seen the red moon. Usually that means that I think it's going to be hot the next day, or the tide is going to be high or something like that.
I don't know.
But I've never seen a blue moon, and I'm really, really itching to see it. Hopefully it's not raining because...
It's not supposed to rain Halloween. It's supposed to rain the next day.
Whenever there is a... of course, now the dogs are going to bark.
This is what you get.
This is what happens.
What you get, unfortunately.
Real, live and raw. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far.
No editing allowed.
On the brain said, don't worry about the noise. You just have to be louder. Okay, so
yeah,
actually,
well, we're trying to
I'll
be as
turn
loud
up
as we
the
probably.
volume a little bit. I'll turn it up as much as
Oh,
I can
thanks, Kyle. Yeah, I got this and another shirt and my sweatshirt that
Yes.
says "I just freaking love cows." Okay.
Right.
This
And then
one says
when we
"Moo,
went to Pennsylvania,
bitch,
it
get out
actually-
the hay."
It actually just smelled so bad because she was
I'm
like cuddling with.
I wasn't cuddling.
You
I
were- well,
was
you were-
petting them.
Well, yeah, you were.
I wasn't allowed to cuddle them. They were in their like stalls.
Yeah.
So I was petting them, and it stunk a lot. Like, obviously, they're animals.
Well, yeah, I guess that happens. But yeah, that jacket was rank.
It was
we had
a
to
hoodie.
like throw it in the back of the truck because it was so bad.
It was bad. It was really, really bad, the smell, but I would do it again.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it was a
doesn't
good
matter.
time. I had a really fun time. So another thing I wanted to talk about today, real quick, I wanted to touch on was the Windows 10 updates.
Can you make that smaller so we could still see the chat if people are chatting?
No. So basically, this Windows 10 update will remove Flash and prevent it from being reinstalled. The update is KB4577586. Windows has been really just killing the game with terrible updates lately. As usual, the updates come in, and then Patch Tuesday comes, and they try to do fixes every Tuesday or every other Tuesday or whatever it is, and it never seems to work out. So if you don't want to lose your ability to use Flash Player, and you still are, able to access Flash games and things like that through your web browser, I would suggest putting this update on hold. But they really got to
I
get
think
their
I
shit
have
together.
to do this update because the email that I got this morning said that I couldn't access the documents unless I update Adobe Flash Player. But I don't think I have Adobe Flash Player on my phone. So I'm hoping when I open it up on my laptop, I'll be able to actually get the information because it's important information that I need in this email I received. So
Right. So basically, I'm looking here, and it says it doesn't remove Flash from Edge or other browsers, but it probably will remove Adobe Flash from Windows 10.
but it's saying it's optional.
Right, of course. All the updates are optional, unless you're one of those guys who does the developer previews and then gets your computer borked 1,000 times. I'm kind of jaded because I've been in that position when it came to Windows 8 and 8.1 and all of that mess, and I just did all the updates, like all the the insider preview updates, and it was just a nightmare. I couldn't deal with it at all. My computer was crashing constantly. I had a video card go out because of it. My old, not the one I just had, but the one before it. So that that was an issue too. And I mean, that is one of the biggest issues when it comes to insider previews, is that they don't do enough testing. They don't get enough feedback when they do testing, and people who want to get these things early will sign up for the insider preview, even though they don't really understand that they're signing up for a world of headaches. Just a world of headaches.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm not a computer person.
Yeah, I am. So
I know.
So enjoy that.
So many people know that you're a computer person. If you don't know, he is a computer geek.
Yeah.
Big time.
Also, if you are a Google Chrome user, Google is ending support for Chrome, having said that this is the this time last year it would be dead by December 2020, and on top of that, Adobe itself is ending Flash development in 2020 and will soon tell you exactly how to uninstall it. So I guess we're going to be losing all Flash support, which means that all Flash games and stuff you loved on Newgrounds, I don't know if that's going to work anymore or how that's going to work. I guess they're going to have to update their coding to meet the newest standard.
Wasn't there something happening with Chrome too?
No, you're talking about the... from what I've heard, right now Google is being sued, and it looks like they may be selling off the Chrome brand. I don't know really what that means in terms of Google Chrome, who's going to own Google Chrome, or even Google Chrome OS.
Right, we need to see what's being said before you do
which tells a lot about the Chromebooks. I mean, because Chromebooks have been around for years now, and I mean, it's one of Google's main things, that it's one of their final like things to get off the ground if you want to do web browsing, if you want to do just little like emails and meetings and things like that. It really comes in handy. And it's a little bit strange to think that it may not be supported because Google won't own it anymore, and who's going to own that Chrome brand?
Yeah. It's not, it kind of like cow therapy, Kyle. I'm sorry, when he goes to another screen, I cannot read the chat at all.
Right.
So.
Well, that's also because I have it here. I'll pop it out, and then I'll put it over here.
It's way too difficult to be in a screen and not be able to see what's being said either.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. So we'll do that, and there's that. Okay. So basically,
not that I'm pretty sure it's only Kyle that's watching this anyway.
Right. You have to remember we're also behind. So whatever we're saying now is going to happen probably in the next like 30 seconds or something like that. Let's see. What else do we have going on here? Oh, yes. So I have been talking, I think, what was it, like 2 weeks ago when we were in Pennsylvania, we talked about the song WAP by Cardi B.
And Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
You always forget her. She's the one that does the rap real fast and talks about the diabetic part. That's like your favorite part.
Right. So if you missed it, the last time we talked about it the line was, what was it? I let him taste it, now he diabetic.
Something like that.
Yeah. And so I wondered if there was a fat-free version or a sugar-free version of that wet-ass pussy. So anyways, then my nephew the other night reached out and he said, yo, you gotta see this. And
Didn't
so
he reach out to you last night?
No, this wasn't last night. This was like 3 days ago. He reached out to me on this. And he showed me, basically told me that they were doing a Kidz Bop version of WAP, as they call it, which it's weird to say WAP because WAP is usually like a not a racial slur, but like a thing like that.
It is our first, and it's not going well. I don't think we're as organized as we should be, and I just don't know if this is a setup that we're going to continue because it's...
Actually, Allie has no idea what she's talking about.
No, I don't, because it's not that...
She has no idea what is actually happening.
Yeah, I do know it's happening. Because there's so much going on, she doesn't really know, but she's kind of keeping up but not really keeping up, and I'd rather not sit here and go over what's happening in the podcast as we're talking, because I want it to be, I want to kind of flow as we're going. We're not pay attention to every little aspect of what you're seeing, because that's not what they're seeing. You know what I mean? It is what they're seeing.
No, it's not. They're seeing that right there.
You're talking about it, so absolutely. That's what they're seeing.
But they're not seeing this yet. They're not seeing that at all. So you have to kind of keep in mind that this is going to be a little bit weird as we go along. But, you know, we're going to figure this out. And, you know, I don't know if anybody else is joining us today.
No.
I think it's just us, really. I think it's just you, me, and Kyle right now. So, Kyle, thanks for coming out, you know, and joining us again. And anyways, so I did see this Kidz Bop thing happen, and I was a little bit weirded out by it. But at the same time, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this right here.
Are you even allowed to play this?
I don't care. I don't care. I'm not monetized. I don't have to worry about it. I'm just saying,
well, they'll probably take it down then.
Well, we'll see. So this is the WAP X Kidz Bop, and this is on a channel called Simone Thomas-Rowe. And actually, this was the first one I saw, and I'm going to play a little bit here.
Friends in this house, there's some friends in this house, there's some friends in this house, there's some friends in this house. I said certified friend, this friendship never ends. Work and play dates, that's just how the day ends. Yeah.
It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, we do this work and then have play dates. Bring a pencil and a pen for this work, then play games. Give it everything I got for this work and play date. Good grades, no, I never play. Only play when it's a date. Do the work first, do good in school. Good grades and friends will make you cool. Hop up on top. You go real high, this
Oh my God.
Bacon size, speaking off fit, that's why it's lit. Bathing suit on, let's take a dive.
What does a bathing suit have to do with a trampoline?
Party beyond the skies. I want you to park your mom's big car right outside my garage.
That's not even like an appropriate. I can't. This is so dumb. It's so dumb because she's not even being appropriate. Like, she's trying to be. I don't even know. Is she trying to be lit and like current? Because she's wearing shorts and she's moving her legs while she's saying that the mom's car should get parked in the garage. Like, doesn't really like kind of add up.
I don't think you actually caught what she was saying. She was saying
I did.
She wants their mom's car parked outside of her garage, which means like her friends to come over.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Their mom's
It's stupid.
Car, I guess.
It's still stupid.
It is stupid.
When you think about
That's
the
whole
song
idea
in
of it.
relevance to this, it's stupid.
Right, but this is the Kidz Bop version, so
No,
of
I
course it has to
understand
be,
that, but it's still it's still creepy.
It still has to be.
It's creepy.
It is. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, especially when you know where the song comes from, what the lyrics actually are, and how this works out. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
A team, my mama cook, and yes, I clean, or else I'll never hear my phone ring. Listen up, clean it up, that's my mama say I never talk back, cause her home's where I wanna say she tell me where to put things, always tell her where I'm about to be, I'll run downstairs when I hear her calling me. Talk respectful, keep it clean, ask for a hug, cause I'm almost a teen. I really ain't never get my phone taken away, cause I make sure I do my chores every day.
Wait, so you're telling me this is definitely like the kids version, and they're really pushing like do your chores, go to school, like all those things. Like it's like reminds me of Dare, like back in the day, like don't do drugs and stay in school.
But
like
I don't understand who at Kidz Bop, no offense, thought that they would take this song and like
this
had
isn't
to
Kidz
make
Bop.
it.
This isn't Kidz Bop.
It is. It says
no,
Kidz
it's
Bop.
not. It's not. It's a
what
parody.
Is it?
It's a parody for Kidz Bop because Kidz Bop hasn't actually come out with one yet.
I thought they did.
No, they didn't actually.
I thought they did.
No,
I heard
they
people
didn't.
said they come out with one.
No, they didn't.
Are you sure? Because
yes,
I'm about
positive.
to look it up now.
Go ahead, positively look it up. Every time you see it, it'll say Kidz Bop. But there's one channel that's actually the closest one I've seen, and it's Kidz Bob.
Yeah.
And that's the one with. That's the other one. We won't talk about that yet because we'll go into that as we go along. So let's continue with this. Actually, I'll let you. Look
Yeah,
that
they
up real
did
quick.
come out with a Kidz
Let me
Bop.
see where.
WAP Kidz Bop version. That's not the one though.
Okay, well,
That's not.
get
the
out
one.
of that.
Well, I'm trying. It's this right here. No, that's not it. It's this one up here, but it's only showing a TikTok.
Right.
Like slip it.
Right. That's
snippet.
not it, though. That's not it. That's not it. That's the
It
other
says
one.
WAP official Kidz Bop remix.
That's not it. That's not it. I've already looked over all those.
Waffles and pancakes.
I've already looked at them all.
WAP.
That's not it. That's not it.
Okay, it is though.
It is not. There is a girl who did.
Is.
No, listen to me, because you haven't watched like I have. There's a girl who did a cover of it, which we'll go into later, but it's not Kidz Bop. Okay, just telling you, putting it out there 100%. It is not Kidz Bop. So let's continue this mess, and then we'll go into the next set before you.
Yeah, I think you're
jump
wrong.
too far ahead. I'm guaranteeing. I've been through it already.
I think you're wrong because I heard someone say something about waffles and pancakes.
Okay.
They call my friend's phone, cause I finished up my work now. Play date. Mom says she's proud, cause I finished up my work now. Play date. Now work comes first, so that I can have my real cool play dates. Look, I need a hard hit for some good food. I need a cheeseburger and some fries too. Not all the time, just on occasion, so I eat my veggies first, so that I can grow. You got some.
Wow.
But then this is not, you shouldn't even, if she came up with this on her own, good for her.
Right,
that's
but
creative.
that's all you get is parodies. There are no real Kidz Bop versions.
It says there is waffles and
pancakes. It says,
pancakes.
but there is not. It's not. It's just a parody that some kid did. I saw it, and I'll show it to you. But I'm telling you, I've been researching this beforehand. I'm not coming to this game like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing.
And sometimes you don't.
No, I'm trusting.
And sometimes you're wrong.
My throat is getting dry already. So
friends, and that's where I'm headed. Loyalty good, just like mom's credit. Got my hair done, don't wanna wet it. Eat too much sugar, you'll turn diabetic. I don't wanna.
okay, that's the line, but it's like wrong. eat too much sugar and you'll turn diabetic. First off, that is a lie because there are kids born with diabetes right off the bat.
There's all types of different diabetes.
Right, there's different types of diabetes, which that's just crazy. But
that's a child thing to think.
Right, I get what they're saying.
It's a child thing to think.
Right, I get what they're saying.
The original version says if you eat a girl's pussy and it's sweet, you're going to get diabetes. So it's not like... This is not like we're not medical. They're not medically accurate.
Right.
Like it's she thinks
it's not meant to be.
As a teenager, you eat sugar, you get diabetes. Obviously, yeah, that can happen, but that's not the sole reason why. So neither version is accurate.
Right. Let's see.
Lie. I wanna fly. I wanna hula hoop till I die. I want you to do that little dangly thing with the hula, 'cause your hips don't lie.
Did they just steal from Shakira?
No, they just said hips don't lie. It's really not that big of a deal.
Is that like, did she parody, like, not parody, do you think she tried to, like, what is that called? When you copyright it? Like, because Miley Cyrus tried to copyright, or no, Taylor Swift tried to copyright, like, what was it, This Sick Beat or something like that? Or whatever?
I don't think that anybody seriously went through the process.
I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift did.
Maybe Taylor Swift, but I don't think this chick did that to get stuff copyrighted.
Obviously, I don't believe that's true. But I do think at the same time that that's a little bit crazy, a little bit funny. All right, let's head back into this.
Put out a fire, stop, drop, and roll. No lying is good for the soul. I ride my bike, no training wheels on. All the kids here for this song. You're honest and I like that. Friendship comes first. Switch to honest, but you never catch me cheating. Now I'm on my knees 'cause I'm praying for a good grade. Never fit a class 'cause my mom will be beaten. In the food chain, we are all sharing 'cause sharing food makes you so caring. KB stands
so
for
let's
Kidz Bop,
promote like
from that car swing.
Child abuse. Because you got bad grades, so let's promote you'll get a beating from your mom if you don't do good in school.
Right.
That's real classic. But I mean, I guess, I don't understand, like, you take the lyrics from the original and it's, you can go so many ways with parody fun stuff, and it's getting old. Like, it's not funny anymore, like, this and then some of the other things you're gonna show, like, it's just not, it's overplayed now, like, it just, I don't know, stupid.
If you can't hang, then that's a shame. It didn't hurt my feelings, but it was kind of lame. Learned interrogative, like, whose is it? When I take a test, I'ma spell my name. Yeah, I do this work and then have play dates. Bring a pencil and a
You're
pen.
13. You have play dates?
Play games. Give it everything I got for this work
or
and play
like
dates. Up
probably
from the top, make
16.
it drop. Do that work then play dates. Now get a pencil and a pen for this work then play games. I'm talking wop. We love working and play dates. Chicken fingers and some fries. Do this work then play dates. There's some friends in this house. 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 There's some friends in this.
Wait, was that chick just trying to, like, pop her?
I don't know. I'm not looking. It's weird.
First off, yeah, what was it? Is it the same girl? Is
yes.
The question, because it looks like two different girls.
No, it's the same girl playing two different
outfits.
Characters.
Okay, so there's that. But you know what I did notice in the beginning of this, and I have to go back to the beginning for this, because if you listen, they're actually using the original beat. And
they always do.
And even though they're trying to change it to, like, there's some friends in this house to be kid-friendly, at the same time, it's the background is there's some whores in this house.
Friends in this house. There's some friends in this house. There's some friends in this house. There's some friends in this house. I said so.
They tried to lower the background track as much as they could.
Yeah, but you could still hear it. So that's, that's what that is, which I think that's so weird.
I think the WAP is, like, overrated
It
now.
really is. It's overplayed at this point. And, it is what it is, but when it's done in a different way, you did say that, there was a lot of that going on. There was a lot of, parodying going on, and you saw the Kidz Bop thing. But if I go ahead and I search it, let me go ahead and do that here. Let me see. Kidz Bop.
Just go to Kidz Bop 2020.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, it's TikTok.
Yeah, but...
See, that's that girl, though. That's that girl doing it over and over again. So, real quick, I'm just going to mute this out. And I'm going to go into here.
That's the girl making the attempt.
Right, that's what I keep finding is this girl.
No, there's the waffles and pancakes.
It's not a real thing. Let me go ahead and Wet Fat Yoshi.
No, never heard that.
That's what it says here.
That's a parody, and it says parody.
Okay, all right. So let's do this then. Let's go into YouTube and let's find it there.
Or why don't you just do Kidz Bop 2020, where they list the songs they come out with?
Right. Okay. So Kidz Bop. Oh, actually, Kids is spelled with a Z. Kidz Bop 2020. And
I don't know if they're gonna.
Let's go with that. And I'm telling you, we're not gonna find that one. We're gonna find. All right, let's see what we got. Full playlist.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, that's some different stuff there. They're still doing construction out there. Nope, It's not even listed on here because they don't have a version of it yet. That's why.
They shouldn't make a version.
They shouldn't make a version?
Excuse me, a version.
So I did find a parody here.
Not everything needs to be made to be kid friendly.
Right, exactly. So here is a version by it's called Lardi B WAP parody.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
So
but
I guess it's
it gets worse. It gets worse, projectively.
Yeah. So let's jump over to that real quick.
Enjoy
and
that.
Just check this out because this is I saw it like the beginning of this and I just figured I'd wait. So
I haven't seen this one.
No.
Oh my gosh, are these
Oh my god.
Are these rolls? Put the rolls in my mouth. Put the rolls
Oh my god.
Put the rolls in my mouth. Put the rolls in my mouth. I said,
Hold on, I gotta pause and just like they actually remade the beat,
Okay, good for
which
them.
is good. I think that's great.
you know I like to eat 11 days a week. Wings and pizza. Stuff that crust with extra cheese. Yeah, we feasting on some wings and pizza. I'm so hungry, I can't stop. Bring that wings and pizza. Give me all the rent you got for that wings and pizza. Pizza Hut is a piece of art. Extra large, click add to cart. Eat Parmesan right off the plate. Red pepper flakes got me sweating hard. Wings so hot, making me cry. Dabba the Reaper, I wanna die. Lemon and pepper, all of my fries. I paid in cash, my card was declined. Bake that bun, washing it rise. Bigger the cake, the bigger the thighs. I'm gonna bounce these Big Mac buns right in the back of my yard. I'ma scream for ice cream out in public, make a scene. I got cookbooks, but I don't read. Better believe I know how to eat.
Combo, copy it, pepperoni topping it. Better say John when you say who to pop it.
Oh wait, I gotta see who this is. So it just says Lardi B. I don't know if she has any other videos, but I definitely gotta check that out.
12 piece with ranch, need a lot of it. Driver got a 50, change, you gotta pocket it. Pick up the phone, trying to be cooking. Slicing each hand, you know how I'm looking. Probably had dinner plans in your brain, but I made my mind up before I came. Now I've been waiting all day for these wings and pizza. Put the pots and pans away for these wings and pizza. Want no lobster, want no steak. I want wings and pizza. Out the box, don't need a plate for my wings and pizza.
Listen, I'm a double dipper, a finger licker. I keep it all down cause I ain't a quitter. Don't need a steak and shake, I need a prime rib with some king crab and a big old big meat of bucky.
So Kyle just said, I believe Lardi B is an SNL character. Not sure. We'll have to check that out after this.
I'm not sure. My thing is like I understand like it's a parody and it's funny, but it's trying to be funny. I have issues with these things because these people, I'm sure they get a lot of hate too, and I can see why, because you're further extending that stereotype on fat people, and you're further creating a world that is filled with people's opinions on weight and stuff. I don't think it's funny. I think it's, creative, good for you, like do your thing, not saying anything wrong with that, but I think those people push an agenda because they think it's funny. They chalk it up to comedy. And people that try to promote self-awareness and self-worth when they're plus size get shitted on because people like this exist to make it funny. That's just my opinion.
I completely go the opposite way. I am a good sport about being a fat guy. I think it can be funny if you make it funny.
It's not being a good sport.
If it's by a person who's bigger, then I think then that is good parody. I think if you have a person who's thinner trying to like pretend that they're fat or act like they're fat to make people laugh, I think that's a little bit of an insult to the larger community.
It's not just if she was skinny and was making this about skinny girls, you're still promoting negative things about yourself and it's just not. I don't think that's funny.
So then you're not into parody at all then.
Some of them I like, but it's when you
here's the thing, okay? They always say that parody is another form of flattery, okay? And at the same time, like when somebody does a parody of one of your songs or something about you, then that's flattering, okay?
I understand
that.
But
what you're saying is you're taking a very active like conversation right here about awareness of people's feelings, people who are larger, their feelings, and if this insults you,
it's not about being insulted. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that I see a ton of plus size influencers online.
Right. And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. But I see ignorance in their comments that are left, saying that they're promoting obesity, they're promoting unhealthy lifestyles. But people aren't saying that on this because why? Because it's funny? But she's exactly doing that. She's exactly fitting into the category of what is put on other people's platforms. She's doing exactly that. She's sitting there with ranch all over her lips, eating a friggin' wing, saying, basically calling herself Lardi B. Like, she's literally giving exactly what these types of people are looking for. I get there's a comedy for that. I get there's a genre for that. I understand that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it doesn't insult me. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's something that is, it just makes me think this is accepted. But if somebody is large and who's plus size and is a social media influencer and they're just doing their makeup or they're showing their clothes that they wear or whatever, they're promoting obesity, but this isn't.
Okay. That really wasn't the debate, but we did get a Kyle comment. He said that Weird Al's fat wouldn't work for today. And I definitely agree with that because again, yeah, that's absolutely a skinny person parodying a fat person for entertainment. Now, this is a fat person who's entertaining, because they are parodying themselves. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of funny. I'm not in disagreement with that at all. I do think that, the fat culture has become a big thing recently where it's becoming controversial. It's becoming controversial because people are saying, oh, you're making it okay to be unhealthy. But, let me tell you something. I am at a very, good point in my health, in my life. And because I'm bigger doesn't mean I'm unhealthy. Maybe in comparison to somebody who's athletic, I'm unhealthy. But
that's the thing
in my own right,
to say.
I'm healthy and I'm, happy with where I am in my life.
But see, that's
what I'm
trying
to say. If you're not happy with where you are in your life, then that's why you would have a problem.
You're not understanding. It doesn't matter if it's a fat person or a skinny person. So I'm not saying, I'm trying to say, not just because she's bigger and she's parodying a bigger person song. Okay, I'm still speaking about even the thinner people that parody thinner stuff or make fun of thinner stuff. I get it's comedy. I get it's a shtick. I understand that completely. I'm not doubting that. And yeah, okay, that stuff is funny. Everybody's human. I'm not saying it's not that it's not funny. I'm just saying that there is a big double standard where you take a plus size influencer who's not being funny, the typical funny that they're supposed to be, because that's what society puts in place, that if you're bigger you should be laughing and a comedian and make fun of yourself and make it funny. But being those people, maybe they do get that, I don't know, I'm not an influencer, I don't understand, but the people that are doing not this and not being funny and not putting up that shtick or whatever are getting the comments saying you're promoting obesity, you're unhealthy. No, nobody's a doctor. Nobody understands what people are doing when their own private
what if
medical.
They are a doctor?
But there's also, you can go and debate that there is discrimination with doctors and fat people.
Right. I'll give you that, but that rhetoric has no place right here. Like with this, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like my point is, this is funny in a way I relate, and I think it's funny. Okay. I think that's it. I guess it's, eye of the beholder, really.
Well, nobody's gonna have the same two opinions. I'm gonna laugh at this and see it and think it's funny. You're gonna get all soapboxy about. I'm not getting anything. I'm just and blah blah blah. It's not even about health. I'm just making a point to say that's what I'm saying. That's just it. I'm entitled to have an opinion. You can have your opinion, and so can everybody else. That's right. What makes the beauty of this world. But I'm not gonna not have an opinion where, I don't know. This is why you always say why you don't want to do things like this. Is why I don't like putting my opinion out there, because it's people similar to you that make me feel like my opinion is like, oh well, this is funny.
But your opinion, see, here's the difference, okay? Is I'm not sitting here saying your opinion doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just saying with what I'm projecting right here, right, with this, I think this is funny.
Okay.
I don't know what I've obviously heard your opinion now. Okay, you don't think it's funny.
You can continue.
We'll move on. We will move on. If you don't think that's funny. I think it's funny. I'll just put it out there. I think it's funny. I think I'm good with, that. And I'm good with parodies. I don't mind parodies. I think parodies are hilarious sometimes. Sometimes they really aren't great.
And I'm not saying I'm not okay with parodies either, so don't misinterpret what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not saying that these people, that's their job, is to be a comedian, and people are going to say I'm too whatever, I'm, sensitive. No, this isn't me taking offense to what she's saying at all or what she's doing.
Right.
Because do you, honey, you're making money off of this? Go for it, girl. But I'm just saying that you can argue that it's promoting obesity versus a person who is not making fun of themselves because of their weight isn't promoting obesity.
All right, so now
that's what I'm saying.
Real quick, I want to look at the comments on here because some of them are pretty funny. When you realize WAP means wings and pizza, I think that's kind of funny. That got a lot of replies though. Let's see what we got. Yeah, and waffles and pancakes. Yeah, that's the other one. And so let's see what else we've got here. Let's hide the replies on that. Is nobody going to talk about how good they can actually rap? Yeah, actually, I think, Kyle even said too that, she's got some bars. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good rapper. This kind of slaps. Don't know. Yeah.
That means it's good. See, here's the thing. This is what gets me fired up is that everyone's like, yeah, it's so funny, ha 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 ha. But then if she didn't do this and she posted a video where she was just doing her daily life, all the comments under it would be, oh my god, you're so fat, you're so unhealthy, you should go see a doctor, you're disgusting, stop promoting obesity. And I know I'm right, because I've seen it with other people I watch that are plus size, that they do this to. And it's not just plus size women. They do it to thin women. They do it to thin men, to plus size men. This isn't a one shoe fits all, one size fits all, whatever the frig it is. This isn't just a one type of standard. It is everybody, because we live in a society that has accepted hate and bullying and said, you know what? It's okay. let's just hate on everybody, bully, because there's groups that try to protect and they're against it and everything, but you can't wipe out the world from hate. You just can't. It doesn't matter who you are. You just cannot wipe this world of hate.
Yeah.
You just can't do it. So it just becomes more accepted every day. It's just like, it's okay to act like this on the internet. It's acceptable.
You know what, though? That's the difference, is the internet is supposed to be a place where you can go and put your thoughts and ideas out there for the world. You know what I mean? And regardless of how you react to the what's being put in front of you. It's how you react to that.
Kyle said, would you like to help him with something? What's that, Kyle?
What do you got, Kyle? What do you got in mind?
Although people could say you were wearing a moo bitch shirt with a cow on it, you're making fun of yourself. Actually, no. I'm obsessed with cows. I don't call myself a cow. I'm not calling other people a cow. I like cows, and this is funny to me because it has to do with cows, not humans that look like cows.
Well, then you're taking it totally out of context. See, that's insecurity. That's insecurity.
How is that insecurity?
That's insecurity playing itself out. You're automatically thinking, because you're wearing a shirt with a cow on it, people are thinking that you think you're a cow, or are calling you a cow.
That's not an insecurity.
That's absolutely insecurity.
Okay.
That's your own insecurity playing out onto
what do you do when an insecurity is a truth? So, like, what I'm saying to you is...
First off, that's not true in the slightest.
Really? You can speak for everybody listening to this right now that that's not true? That not one person that sees this is going to say something about it? Now they might not, because we're bringing it up. But if I didn't bring it up at all, you're telling me, well, you don't have a lot of people that watch our stuff. So if you had a bigger platform, you're not telling me there's one person in there that would have went there?
Oh, I'm sure there would be.
Exactly my point.
But that's the problem, is how you react to those reactions. You know what I mean? That's what speaks to you. That's what speaks as a person for you. That's the way you react to those comments. The way you react to those comments means everything. You know what I mean? And that's, if you can laugh it off and just say whatever, that person they're entitled to their opinion.
And you are, but you're not entitled to be hateful. Nobody is entitled to hate.
Listen, let me tell you something. In 2020, everybody's entitled to hate.
No, they
Everybody's
think
entitled to hate.
They think they're entitled to hate. There's a difference.
They're entitled to hate for so many reasons. Okay, with this quarantine that everybody's been stuck in, people aren't able to pay their bills, make their ends meet, even be able to stop themselves from being evicted.
I'm not saying shit gets hard. I get that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can relate.
Shit gets hard, and at that point, you are entitled to be angry. You are entitled to put that.
But you don't need to put that on other people. When I get angry, do I put it on other people? No, I don't, because that's what a decent human being is supposed to do.
Well, there's also the knee-jerk reaction. The knee-jerk reaction that happens, and sometimes it happens more often, where you see something and you find it offensive. And then
just because you have a knee-jerk reaction doesn't make it right. You feel the need to blurt it out, that you feel offended by this whatever, and so you put it right out there. From somebody who doesn't like to put their opinions out there. Well, if I'm going to put the opinion out there, I'm going to put it out there.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to be one to stand for...
Then don't BS everybody and say, I don't like to put my opinion out there, but I'm going to do it anyway. Blah, 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 blah. That makes no sense, right?
No, I'm saying I don't like to.
But you just did.
Because you're the one that makes me do this podcast with you that is supposed to put my opinion out there. What's the whole point of having a podcast if you don't put anything out there?
Right, absolutely.
It would be very boring.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to, I'm not... What? I'm sorry.
Don't read it out loud, but just...
Well, people can see it anyway, so I don't know why you didn't want me to read it out loud.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I gotta think about that because
definitely we have to think about that one.
I don't know.
There are a lot of questions that you could ask of that.
I mean, I'm always interested in the mental health aspect, just because I know a lot of Army vets suffer PTSD, but I feel like at the same time because I have that, but not from what they experienced. Obviously, a totally different scenario. So, I don't know. I'm not. What would one ask an army? I don't know. I don't want to ever. I wouldn't want to ever be disrespectful to that person.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I wouldn't know.
I mean,
like
it
thank
also
them for their
depends-
service, definitely.
yeah,
but
absolutely,
I
100%.
don't know what I would specifically say. I mean, that's tough. That's a tough conversation.
Absolutely. That is a very hard question. Trying to figure out, what you would say to those people, that are vets that have been in different, have been in different wars, people who have done multiple tours, things like that. I think the best things to talk about are your experiences with, if you have PTSD or something like that, being able to talk about that and being able to tell other people how you got the help you got and what you would do differently with the help you got, or the ability to get these, whatever help you can in whatever ways.
I think that kind of goes with anything, though, because especially in like the mental health aspect, right? I read something where people say, like, if you say to somebody, "Oh, it could have been worse," like that is the most damaging thing you could say to anybody, because
well, first off, I get where you're coming from with that, because saying it could have been worse is it very much, for a lot of people, downgrades what they've been through.
Which
and so
you shouldn't
I do
do.
understand that. But at the same time, yes, whatever the situation you've been in, it could always be worse, but
you don't
like when you see, I used to say that a lot. I used to say that so much. My best friend picked it up for a while, and that was his thing, where he would understand, like, no matter what kind of BS you're going through, it could always be worse.
But
it could
how
always
does that
be 10 times worse, and so be thankful for that it's not that much worse. So there are two sides to every coin on that one. And I understand where you're coming from. Where
it's
you
very,
say
very
that,
damaging to say that to somebody that has suffered
right,
trauma.
because you don't want to put their
do
trauma
not ever
down.
downgrade somebody who has experienced trauma, and I don't care what trauma that is. You do not ever tell them that, well, it could have been worse. No, you don't know what they experienced. You are not one person to tell that person that their feelings are not valid, because their feelings are valid,
Right.
and their trauma is valid.
Right,
It's
absolutely.
valid. So there is no it could have been worse.
Yeah.
No, it's valid. No matter what it is, it's valid.
Absolutely. I highly agree with that. I think that, basically, when it comes to, the interview with the vet, I think, definitely ask some of their stories, because, not all their stories are bad, and not all their bad stories have a bad takeaway from it. Sometimes they actually have really good takeaways.
Yeah, you don't know. You won't know unless you ask. Like,
Absolutely.
you don't know what they're comfortable with sharing either.
Right,
So
right. That's another
you
thing.
you don't know the stipulations of their journey and their experience with it, and you want to make them comfortable so that they feel like they can share what they want to share, not you are trying to get to something for them to say. Like, just make them feel comfortable. I'm sure you will, because Kyle, you make everybody
the king of
comfortable.
comfortable.
Really, like, you're the best. And we probably wouldn't have started a podcast if you wasn't for your guidance
absolutely.
and help. So, we love you. We could do a whole podcast on how much we love Kyle and how amazing and perfect he is.
Yeah.
He'd probably hate us, but we could probably do that. Actually, no, he
He's
would
like
never.
perfect.
He would never hate us, because he's not a hateful person.
Right. Although I don't think he's caught up to us this far.
Probably not.
Because there is a little bit of a delay. So, actually, there is one more thing I wanted to.
Well, look, we
show you guys.
argued, and
Right, exactly. It
Wow,
worked
it
out.
got real lit in here.
Right.
It's just like a day,
so-
a day in the life of. Now, when we get offline and we're not recording, that's when we're gonna be like positive and funny and like when we should be recording, we're not recording. This happens to us all the time.
Right, exactly. We have funny like conversations.
Like this bed right back there.
Recording?
Like, you know how they say this is where the magic happens? Literally, that's where it happens when we're our best like comedic selves, because
right, absolutely.
we were thinking about doing our podcast from our bed for once, because we'll sing like random Disney songs and like just say the funniest things because we're comfortable with each other. Right. I think in this platform we're starting to get comfortable, but we're not there yet. We're new to this. We don't exactly know, where we fit in yet. We're not really we don't have really a solid platform yet with this. So
I think that this is going to be really interesting going forward. I think streaming, we kind of just ramble off and we end up working it out, over time.
I think we work best when we don't have, like, sometimes we'll make a script, and I think it's best when we don't work off a script and we just have points.
Absolutely.
Because I think, like, when we filmed in Pennsylvania, I think even though it got ranty and political, which I was trying to avoid because I've said that and I'll say it again, but I was able to kind of give my express.
I Love You Both, the podcast was all you, though.
Oh, and then that's podcast life.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is. I mean, I don't know, like, we don't know yet if we like to do it where you guys just hear our voices, or if you like this better where you can actually see us interact and film it. We're not sure yet. So let us know if you're watching.
Here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. So the last thing that I want to talk about with WAP is there is a lot of different parodies and things like that, but they're also remakes in so many different ways. And this one I saw today and I thought it was kind of neat. So it's basically WAP, but it's the most emotional song from a musical, and it's done by a YouTuber named Ryan Beard. And so we're going to look at that real quick, and we're going to go ahead and check that out right now.
Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house. Beat it.
Are there some whores in this house?
It up, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face.
Is it just me, or is this guy's, like, just his face, just his facial expressions, like, make this, like, so extra?
This is funny because it reminds me of my spoken word WAP lyrics.
Right. And you'll never get 500 likes, we're going to post that. We're going to post Allie doing spoken word WAP.
Oh, that's good. You won't get 500 likes.
Yeah, right?
Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy's wet, come take a dive.
See, this to me is funny. I think this is funny because he didn't change the lyrics, but he made it dramatic and, like, funny. This one is so funny.
So far, I just think the way it's being done, like, as a musical.
And then he's, like, so dramatic. And, like, that's how I was trying to make it dramatic when I read it. And,
right, exactly.
It was funny.
Anyways, let's go on. Let's keep going.
Make it cream, make me scream now. Out in public, make a scene now. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Certified freak. 7 days a week. This wet ass pussy make that pull-out game weak. This wet ass.
How he's doing this without dying laughing, I don't know.
Really, I love the background. That whoa,
oh my God, like I don't like the parody, like where you change the lyrics. Like this to me is funny. Like this is, I guess, my comedy because it's
right.
It's funny.
It's straightforward.
It's just
a little more on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, let's move on. Let's keep going.
Ass pussy make that pull-out game weak. This wet ass pussy make that pull-out game weak. This This wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. Top, make it drop, that's some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop, that's some wet ass pussy. Talking wop, 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 that's some wet ass pussy. Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet ass pussy.
Wow.
Certified freak, 7 days a week. This wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak.
All this guy's missing is like people dancing behind him.
Yeah, like a conga line or something.
Like in a Disney
Or, I mean, like,
musical
not a
where everybody
conga
knows
line.
the words.
Yeah.
And everybody's like just going to town.
It needs like a whole full like theater, like the showgirls, like the Rockette kind of type girls in the background
right.
dancing to this.
So, Ryan Beard, if you are like gonna keep doing this, please add some extra
like a
people
full
into this if you can.
production.
Yeah,
That's
That would
awesome.
just be too friggin' funny.
Although, kudos to you for keeping a straight face
Yeah,
while
absolutely.
you're singing this in
I
a
couldn't
musical
do it.
theater. I couldn't even keep a straight face, and I was reading lyrics because these lyrics are gnarly and very
That's too funny.
dirty.
Yeah, let's head back to it.
This wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. This wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. This wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house with that wet ass pussy. Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house with that wet ass pussy.
Wow.
Wow,
So
that's funny.
yeah, there was that. I wanted to bring that up, and yeah, if we get 500 likes on this video, we will definitely take it to Allie doing her spoken word version of WAP.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
I don't
If we can
think
get
so.
500 likes on this thing, 500,
Yeah,
that
right.
means
We
you
don't even
guys
have
get on it.
500
Click down below,
subscribers.
like, definitely subscribe too if you're not already subscribed.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, let's see. We are about to an hour. We're a little over an hour.
Yeah, well, your camera actually is doing well with this, which is shocking.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly.
It's like lasting better while we're streaming than when you film with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Let's go over to our setup here. Let's take a look. I think that was the last thing I wanted to talk
You
about.
should make this a reaction highlight.
Yeah,
Kyle said.
absolutely. So, anyways, let's see what Kyle will say here.
He said
you should make this reaction highlight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw this one too. It's too good. Yeah, absolutely. I think that one was the best one that I've seen on here. And I think that's about, all we're going to talk about for today, really.
I
What do
think,
you think? Do you have anything else you
I
want to
don't
add
know.
for today?
I mean, vote, because we're not going to see you until we know who the next president is.
6 days until the election. Everybody get your butt out there and vote, whether you're
Please
going
go
to the polls,
vote.
whether you're
Please
sending in your
vote.
mail-in ballots. We're going to drop our mail-ins off tonight.
But add a ballot
add a
box.
ballot
We're
box,
not going
yes.
through the mail.
Not one of the fake ones either. One of the
Yeah.
actual real ones.
Just please vote. I mean, it doesn't, like, the thing is that I know there's a lot of pressure out there from, people that might make you feel like you should vote for that person. But informed voting is good voting. So do your own research and vote for the person that you want to be president, that you feel their views are most aligned with yours. Obviously, nobody's perfect, so their views are not going to perfectly align with your views.
Right.
But please vote. That's just so important. If anything, I think that's the biggest takeaway that you should get from anything on social media right now is not who to vote for, but to vote, to actually vote.
Absolutely, and be informed about everything that's going on the ballot. I know there's going to be the marijuana vote for legalization
For New
of
Jersey, at least.
New Jersey's
Yeah.
marijuana. Yeah, absolutely. If you're in New Jersey, vote yes on that. Absolutely, because let me tell you something. It's better to use marijuana legally than it is to be using opioids and using them illegally because you can't afford your prescriptions, or even going to heroin because it is more affordable than the prescriptions.
We do have a lot of, unfortunately, we have a huge opioid problem in our county, mostly.
Absolutely. In our county,
I mean,
in
New
the
Jersey
entire world,
too,
actually.
but
In
our
the entire
county
country,
is,
at least.
at least when I graduated high school, a lot of the people that I graduated with had overdosed from, heroin and stuff. So I won't tell you what to do. Won't encourage you to do something. I just encourage you to do your own research. If you feel like that's an important issue to you, then definitely vote yes. But if you don't, then, vote no. I mean, I'm not going to say, I won't project what I think you should do. I see a lot of people doing that too. I know we're talking about.
I just did it.
Well,
not
just you. No, not just you. But I'm saying like a lot of people on the social media platforms and even celebrities, but are pushing their person who they think you should vote. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think we should recognize that you need to vote and encourage voting, but I think you should encourage people to vote for who they want to vote for, not a certain candidate.
Right.
And it's being done on both spectrums. It's not just one-sided either.
Mm-hmm.
Both parties are kind of having celebrities or social influencers push
Right, absolutely.
their name. You know what I'm saying?
We're not considered celebrities or...
no, we're not. Definitely not
social
celebrities.
Media influencers.
We're nobody. We're really nobody, so it doesn't... I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, because we are on a platform and we've been consistent with this podcast for 7 weeks now, and that is building a platform. And I'm not saying we're influencers or anything like that, but for me, I think I would like us to use that platform to always promote something that we do believe in, and we do believe in voting, because I know there was a time where I didn't think there was a reason to vote, and because I was like, I don't like anybody.
Not voting, and not voting isn't doing anything, any social justice, any thing from you. It's actually just not voting for anybody is hurting the chances that the person that you think should become president or become council person or whatever. I think that it's very, very important just to have your own voice
does
heard.
matter. It might not seem like it, but it does. And I see a lot of people saying that, especially in New Jersey, so many more people are voting now this election. Mm-hmm. This is obviously you can't deny that this is a very big election. This is pretty history worthy, I would think, of an election. It's a big one. So please just go vote and be kind. Don't be a jerk, because there's too many jerks out in the world.
Anyways, on that note, we're going to end this. So thank you guys for coming back for another Bite of the Shit sandwich.
Thank you, Kyle, for just watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kyle, for joining us.
Thanks for sticking through this with us, Kyle. We
we'll
appreciate
be back
you.
next week with another episode. Not sure what we're going to do it on yet, but we will figure that out, and we'll
probably
come back to
it'll be about the election, because
yeah, absolutely. I'm sure
it'll be the next day, and I think maybe not the whole podcast, but
no, definitely not. Anyways, like I said, that's about it. So thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Also, we're going to be up on Anchor FM really soon. I'm just working on that. I've had a couple of mistakes where I've messed up trying to do it, and we're going to get that sorted out, and then we'll go ahead and post links and whatnot. But for now, thank you guys for being here.
And also, comment down below what you would want to hear us talk about.
Absolutely. Because
we are only going off of what we think we should talk about, and it's nice to have input from the people that actually listen. So please let us know.
Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.